Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll show you how to crochet a lace. We've crocheted a caterpillar model before. It's quite easy, as you already know. Check out my channel, watch the videos, and subscribe. The most interesting models and patterns are on my channel. And we have crocheted a caterpillar rope, very beautiful. It's also quite easy and simple. We've crocheted the most simple and thin example. Follow the link in the description and grab your step-by-step guide on how to make your first 1700 crocheting by tomorrow with the help of my own techniques. But there's an even thinner one, just like a lace. It's super easy to crochet, and its use is full of varieties. In general, when crocheting a caterpillar, a much thinner hook is used together with an Irish lace thread. But this lace, which I want to show you now, is usually used for, let's say, very thin bracelets. We will check it out today. Well, and also with a simple lace, maybe you'll want to utilize it somewhere too. It's even simpler to crochet. And I will show you right now how to do it. Let's start with thicker thread for now, so that you can see better and it's easier to understand. And then I will also show you how it's crocheted with a thinner thread. For example, you want to crochet yourself a thin bracelet. We will see how it ends up looking. So look, we only need 3 loops. I grabbed a number 4 hook and this type of thread, which works well with this hook. We'll make it right now and check. Look, so we cast on a simple loop as usual. Look for Crocheting for Beginners on my channel, where I show how to work the first loop and chain stitches and so on. So, here's the first loop. We cast on 1 chain stitch, 2nd chain stitch, and 3rd chain stitch. Here are the 3 chain stitches we have. Next, what do? Right here we insert the first loop. We have the loop here on the hook, see? We go through the first, pull out, so that they are the same. Leave out, go through the second working thread, pull out. Straighten out so they stay straight. Squeeze 2 loops and pull out a hook out of them. And now crochet them one by one, crocheting tight so they don't loosen out. Work the first loop, pull out, keeping them the same. Second loop, don't leave it on the hook and don't crochet it in. And similarly, pull out the 3rd again. Squeeze 2 loops in a way that keeps them all straight. You see? Squeeze 2 loops again, pull out the hook, crochet the first loop. Next, crochet the second loop. Nothing complicated really, just hold the loops tight so they stay intact. And make your loops on the hook straight. Now, it looks a bit flat, but when you crochet, it'll eventually gain its intended shape. Next, let's crochet a bit and you'll see. Again, tighten 2 loops, pull out the hook. Crochet the first loop, leave on hook. Then the second loop, leave on hook. 3rd loop, leave on hook. Tighten again, and work it like that. Let's work a certain amount in. You crochet the length you need. You see, it's fairly simple to do, just need to get a hang of it and it will begin to flow. You don't need to count anything, just crochet for yourself and that's it. It's just important to keep your loops straight. Let's crochet a bit for length and see how the lace comes out. You see, we've crocheted a decent amount here, and it's apparent that it actually starts to twist into a lace. Meaning, if we were to unwrap it, it wouldn't be the same as it was in the beginning. Remember, it was flat. But it actually turns out to be a lace. Most important, I just want to bring your attention to it one more time. Look, I'll show again. We tighten the 2 loops like this, pull out the hook out of them, but hold it in a way that keeps them turned the right way. If you have them turning, then it will end up being a completely different pattern, and the loops will be twisted. Crochet the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, like this. And now let's show you, this over to the side. We'll grab a thinner thread and a thinner hook. Let's say for the purpose of crocheting a bracelet. Here's my 2.25 hook and thread as well. You may want to grab an even smaller one like a 2, but I'll be using this size. So check this out, wide like this, slightly thinner than acrylic thread. Maybe this will be a lace, which you might want to insert into a sweater or pants, a hood when you crochet for your kids or yourself. Well, this one will be quite thin. So now we do the same thing. Make the first loop, secure it, crochet 1 chain stitch, 2nd chain stitch, and 3rd chain stitch. And we have 3 chain stitches, you see? Now crochet into the 2nd, leave 2, into the 3rd, pull out the working thread, leave 2. And when we hold, pull out, and the exact same thing we did before, except with much thinner loops in this case. Crochet the 1st, then into the 2nd. And leave 3 again. So, straighten, then again, press with your finger, pull out. Work the 1st loop, then the 2nd loop, very carefully, and the 3rd loop. And again, leave 3 on a hook. You see, it's coming out so small, very thin. Let's do it one more time. Straighten out, hold tight, pull out of 2 loops, with 1 remaining. Work this one first, work this next loop, and 1 more. And so it turns out quite thin. Well, let's crochet some more to see and compare how it comes out with the thin versus thick thread. Basically, you can crochet with any type of thread. There's an option of crocheting out of these types of laces, then rugs. And so this is what we get out of the thin threads with a thin hook. Here you see 2.25 hook, I remind again, and a matching thread. This is what comes out, thin like this. So this could easily be some type of bracelet, maybe, or some thin, let's say, lace for anything. You could even do this with thinner threads. Only thing is, it will be harder to hold down the loops, much harder to crochet, but once you get a hang of it, everything will work out perfect. Beautiful laces like these, and you see this is quite easy, a very simple model. A more detailed breakdown and models of these laces and their use you will find in my catalog in the description below this video. Crochet with joy. Bye, everyone.